Hello, in today's video I'm going to be planting up this beautiful stone wall. As you can see, there are already some lovely plants here. We've got these foxgloves which I planted last year by just getting some seed, mixing them with some compost and then popping them in the crevices. There's a fern I put in here. There's also another one further along here that hasn't survived by the look of it, which is a shame. But interestingly, there are some ferns that have found their own way here, along with lots of moss. Some forget-me-nots and some snowdrops. Last autumn I did plant quite a few snowdrops in the wall here, but only one patch has survived. Now, snowdrops are notoriously difficult to get established when you're using dry bulbs in the autumn. So what I'm going to be doing today is planting some snowdrops in the green. Let me show you what I mean. So these are snowdrops in the green. It basically means that you're buying them after they've flowered, but before all of this lovely green foliage has died back. They're readily available to get online or in garden centres, and the logic is that when you plant them up in the green, they get established a lot more easily and you're more likely to get flowers the following year. Before I get started though, I just want to mention that it's important to still leave some gaps as they're really useful for wildlife. An example being a little way up the stream by the waterfall there are a couple of wagtails who are currently making a nest. I've not seen any making a nest in the wall here though, so I'm going to get started with planting the snowdrops. So what I'm going to do is just take a bunch of between 3 and 5, depending on the size, take some compost and find a suitable hole. What I'm going to do actually is go, I think just here. Okay, and then together with the compost, pop them in the hole. And then I'm going to put a little bit more compost on top here. Okay. Now, you do need to push the compost in quite hard to make sure that the bulbs don't wash out with the rain. I've actually mixed some garden soil. Actually, it was molehills together with the compost here, just to give it a little bit more grip because if I use compost alone, compost on its own, I think it would just kind of all wash out. But the soil around here is very clay based and very claggy, so that actually helps for situations like this. So that's the first of the snowdrops, and I've got this whole wall to fill. But before that, I've got some other plants to go in here. So the next thing to plant in the wall here are these lovely primroses. So I'm just going to, there's a clump of about 3 in here, maybe 4, and I'll take them out the pot and ease them apart. I say ease, I'm being a bit brutal. You can hear the roots ripping as I go through it. There we go. Now, I don't actually want them too big because I need them to go in the hole. But I don't think I'm going to pull these ones apart anymore. Oh yeah, no I have, there we go. Okay, that's about the perfect size. That's what you're looking for. And then it's the same process again. Get some soil and choose your spot. Now, I was going to plant one there, but there's a little fern peeking out, so I'll skip there. And if I go there, the foxglove's going to shade it out. So I'll go a little bit further over to here, I think. There we go. Okay, popping it in together with the compost. Okay, so I'm going to get finished with planting up the rest of this stone wall, and I might put a few of the snowdrops and primroses in other locations around the place, being very clear to keep away from the wagtails and their new nest. Okay, thanks for watching. Tune in again next spring and I'll show you how the primroses and snowdrops are looking. In the meantime, bye for now.